My dear child, listen closely, because the moment your eyes touched these words, something in the spiritual realm shifted for you. Archangel Michael says, this is not a random scroll, not an accident, not a coincidence. This is a divine interruption. God wants you to know a truth that has been hidden behind the veil for far too long. You are here because heaven is opening a secret that directly concerns your heart and your destiny. Feel that sudden tightening in your chest, that warm pull in your spirit. That is the signal. That is the moment heaven confirms that these words are meant for you and not for anyone else. There is a person, yes, a real person, whose heart has been quietly burning for you. A love that has been kept in silence, a love that heaven is now commanding to be revealed. Before you doubt this, ask yourself this: why did you pause here? Why did your spirit freeze for a second when you read the first line? Because your soul recognized something your mind hasn't caught up with yet. Archangel Michael says, God has been waiting for the perfect moment to reveal this truth, and that moment is this one. My child, your name has been spoken in the realm of angels. Someone has carried your image in their heart longer than you know. They prayed for you when no one else could see. They whispered your name in moments of loneliness, hoping heaven was listening. And heaven was listening. That is why this message found you today. God does not reveal love without purpose. Do not scroll now, you'll miss what was meant only for you. This revelation has weight, this revelation has timing. Archangel Michael says, heaven waited until your heart was strong enough to receive what is coming. The person who fell in love with you tried to bury their feelings, but divine love cannot stay hidden forever. Their silence is breaking and their truth is rising. Right now, angels are aligning the path that connects your destiny with theirs. This is why your energy feels different today. This is why your spirit has been restless. The shift you've been sensing in your atmosphere is not imagination, it's preparation. Heaven has been clearing obstacles, removing delays and pushing away distractions that kept this connection from unfolding. Listen carefully, this is not just about romance, this is about purpose. Your soul and theirs carry a spiritual contract. Your connection was written long before either of you entered this world. That is why no matter how far life took you, your spirits kept circling back toward each other. God is now activating what has been sleeping between your destinies. Feel that surge of emotion that came out of nowhere. That is your confirmation. When heaven reveals something, the body reacts before the mind understands. You were never forgotten. You were never unloved. You were never overlooked. You were chosen, chosen to be loved deeply, chosen to be embraced faithfully, chosen to be seen in a way others failed to see you. And now comes the truth that will shift everything. The person who fell in love with you has reached a point where silence is too heavy to carry. Their heart can't stay quiet, their spirit can't keep pretending. Heaven is pressuring their soul to move. You will see signs, you will feel synchronicities, messages, dreams, sudden thoughts. They are all part of this divine unveiling. My beloved, something powerful is unfolding, and you must stay connected to receive every part of this revelation. This is why Archangel Michael says, do not walk away from the voice that guides your destiny. So pause here for one moment and align your spirit with the light that is reaching for you. Subscribe your heart to God's whisper. Yes, press that button not for me but for the connection heaven is preparing for you. When you stay connected, you stay inside the flow of clarity, protection, and divine timing. Every time you return, your path gets clearer and your spirit gets stronger. Don't let distance or doubt cut you off from what is yours. Now hear this final revelation and hold it gently. Heaven is not asking you to chase this person. Heaven is preparing them to come toward you. The love you felt once, the love you suspected, the love you sensed quietly, it wasn't imagination. It was confirmation. Their soul recognized yours long before the world did. And now God is aligning everything so that nothing can stop what was destined. You are not reading a message, you are standing inside a divine moment. Heaven has declared that your season of hidden love is over. The truth is rising, the connection is awakening, your heart is stepping into alignment with the one who has loved you in silence. Child of light, your story is just beginning. If this touched your spirit, don't just leave, stay connected. Like, share and subscribe and allow heaven to keep guiding you into the destiny that has already started unfolding around you. Everything happening right now is not random, your spirit already knows this. The moment your eyes fell on these words, the atmosphere around you shifted. You felt it, didn't you? That sudden pull in your chest, that tiny spark of recognition. That is heaven tapping on your spirit. Archangel Michael is not whispering, he is declaring. He is saying, pay attention. This moment was written for you. And when the heavens write something for you, no force in the world can erase it. Stay right here, because what comes next will shake the truth loose inside you. Your soul is reacting because something hidden is being dragged into the light. You are not imagining the chills, the tightness, the sense that something important is unfolding. These are not emotions, they are signals. The spiritual realm is brushing against your life right now. A truth connected to your destiny, your heart, and your future is rising from the shadows. Archangel Michael says, if they scroll away now, they will miss what heaven prepared. So don't move. What you are about to hear will change the way you see everything. Listen closely, because heaven does not repeat what it only intends for the chosen. Someone, yes, a real person, has carried your essence inside their spirit. They tried to bury it, they tried to silence it. But love planted by God does not die, it grows in secret until heaven says, reveal. That moment is now. Their heart has been wrestling with the truth, and your name has been echoing in their prayers. Whether you know it or not, someone has been loving you from a distance with a depth you have never experienced before. Your spirit already felt it long before your mind could explain it. Those nights when a certain face flashed through your thoughts. Those sudden flashes of emotion that made no sense. That strange pull in your heart that refused to leave. These weren't coincidences, they were signals. Heaven was aligning your story with theirs. Archangel Michael says, the connection you felt was not your imagination. It was destiny speaking. And destiny never whispers without reason. Child of heaven, your tears were not ignored. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every lonely night was recorded in the courts of God. And from those broken places heaven began preparing a miracle. You were never meant to remain empty, you were never created to stay unloved, you were shaped for a love that heals, restores and lifts. That is why the timing had to be perfect. Heaven protects what is divine, and what is divine cannot be rushed. You are stepping into the season where the love assigned to your life finally finds its way to you. Do you feel that heaviness in your chest, that is destiny pressing against your spirit? Archangel Michael says, "Tell them they were never forgotten." And you weren't. Even when people walked away, even when silence became your companion, heaven was forming something sacred around you. Your story was being rewritten behind the scenes. The love that was meant for you was being molded, purified and prepared so that when it entered your life it would not wound you, it would restore you. Before you read further, stay connected to these messages. This is not about a button, this is about aligning your spirit with the voice that guides you through seasons, protects you from harm and prepares you for blessings. When you subscribe, you are saying, "I choose clarity over confusion, I choose guidance over wandering, I choose light over darkness." Heaven responds to connection. Don't walk away from the voice that is shaping what comes next in your life. Now hear this with every part of your heart: someone sees you differently. They see the light in you, the strength in you, the softness in you. They saw beauty in you even when you couldn't see it in yourself. They didn't fall for your face, they fell for your soul. They tried to silence it, they tried to distance themselves, but heaven keeps pushing your name back into their spirit. This is not ordinary affection, this is divine alignment. The truth is, your spirit has already felt their presence. Why else would their memory linger at random hours? Why else would your heart soften when you think of them? Why else would you feel a pull toward them even when you try to deny it? Heaven has been tying the threads of your destiny together. What was once quiet is about to become clear. Archangel Michael says, "Their silence ends soon." The truth they buried is rising with the force of divine timing. Beloved, you are chosen for something bigger than heartbreak. You are chosen for a love that reflects God's own heart. Your delays were not punishment, they were preparation. Your rejections were not failures, they were protection. Heaven kept you from the wrong hand so that the right heart could finally reach you. And that heart is closer than you realize. Even now as you read this, your destiny is shifting. Doors that were locked are trembling. The person who once hid their feelings is being moved by heaven to step forward. The spiritual realm is aligning your path piece by piece, moment by moment. You are not standing in coincidence, you are standing in divine appointment. So stay chosen one. Every second of this message is part of your unveiling. And when your blessing arrives, remember this night, the night heaven whispered, "You were never unloved." Something in your spirit knows this moment is not ordinary. You feel that tightening in your chest again, don't you? That silent pull telling you, "Don't scroll, stay right here." That feeling is not confusion, it is alignment. Heaven is positioning your spirit to receive something you were not meant to miss. The timing is too perfect, the emotion too strong, the pull too deep to be random. Your heart beats differently because truth is approaching you. When heaven wants to reveal something, it doesn't whisper, it surrounds you. And that's exactly what's happening now. You are wrapped in a moment that was written long before you were born, a moment designed to open the part of your destiny connected to love, healing, and restoration. Child, your spirit is gripping these words because you know they carry weight, you know they carry divine intention, you know they carry the answer to a question you asked in the quiet place of your soul. Archangel Michael is standing closer than you think, and he is speaking because heaven refuses to let you stay in the dark any longer. Listen closely, someone has loved you longer than you realize. Their heart has carried you through seasons where you didn't even know your name was being whispered in prayer. You are not imagining the strange pull, the sudden memories, the unexpected waves of emotion. These are signs, these are confirmations, these are echoes of a connection heaven never allowed to die. The reason you can't shake this message is because your spirit recognizes what your mind keeps trying to ignore. You were never forgotten, you were never abandoned. Someone's soul has been tied to yours by divine instruction, not human desire. And no matter how far they tried to run, their heart always circled back to you. You felt the tug. In the late nights, in the unexpected quiet moments, in the dreams that didn't make sense. Heaven has been whispering, preparing, shifting, aligning everything so you would not miss this truth when it reached you. And now it has reached you. Archangel Michael says, enough delay, enough confusion, enough silence. The truth is coming to you because heaven is tired of watching you doubt your worth. Heaven is tired of watching you believe you were made to be unloved. Heaven is tired of seeing you shrink when you were created to shine. And child, let me tell you something deeper. This person who carries love for you has been wrestling with their own spirit. They tried to bury their feelings, but heaven kept uncovering them. They tried to silence their heart, but God kept amplifying it. They tried to close the door, but angels refused to let it lock. Your destiny is too important, your future is too sacred, your heart is too valuable to be lost again. That is why heaven interrupted your timeline today. That is why these words feel alive. That is why your soul is trembling with recognition. Do not ignore what you feel right now. This is not fantasy, this is not imagination, this is revelation unfolding in real time. You are stepping into a moment God preserved specifically for you. This connection, this love, this divine pairing is not coincidence, it is orchestration. And you, beloved, have a choice. You can dismiss this and return to the same confusion, or you can stay, receive, and step into the clarity heaven is pouring over your life. If you stay connected, heaven will continue revealing what you are meant to know. If you disconnect, the noise of the world will drown out the voice meant to guide you. This is why you must keep listening. This is why you must stay close. This is why you must not walk away from the sound of your own destiny calling you. Archangel Michael is urging you to remain aligned with a voice that is protecting your path, preparing your heart, and guiding you toward the love that was written with your name on it. And before we go deeper, connect yourself to this flow. Not because of a button, but because your spirit deserves to stay attached to the place heaven keeps guiding you back to. Like, share, and subscribe so you never miss the messages heaven prepares for you. This is how you keep your path open, bright, and aligned. Now breathe. Feel this. Someone has loved you with a depth that cannot be erased. Someone has carried you in silence because heaven told them to wait. Someone is being released now, released to step forward to speak truth, to reveal what they once hid. And heaven is clearing every obstacle to bring this truth into your life. You are standing in divine timing. What was hidden is rising, what was delayed is arriving, what was silent is speaking. And you, chosen child, are finally stepping into the part of your destiny where love finds you, heals you, lifts you, and transforms you. Your story is shifting even now. Stay with this, stay open, stay connected. Heaven isn't done speaking to you yet. Don't scroll. Something is shifting around you even now, and your spirit can feel it before your mind understands it. There is a stirring in the unseen, a quiet pull on your heart that refuses to let you leave this moment. That is not coincidence. That is heaven calling your name. There is someone carrying a purpose tied directly to you, and their heart has been moving in your direction long before you realized it. They tried to push the feeling away, but destiny doesn't loosen its grip. What heaven writes cannot be erased by fear, silence, or distance. Listen closely, because this is where the truth rises like light breaking through a long night. Your life is not ending in emptiness, your chapter is not closing in loneliness. Every delay that frustrated you was a divine redirection. Every detour you cried through was heaven repositioning you for alignment. You are stepping into a moment where the right soul meets the right time finally. And the heavens are serious about it, more serious than you know. Even now the old weight you used to carry is lifting. That is the sound of destiny taking shape. Feel this. As these words settle into your spirit, the chains you never talked about are loosening. Doubt is crumbling, fear is losing its grip. This is your turning point. Archangel Michael says, clearing a path so clean that nothing meant to slow you can stand in the way. You may not see the full picture yet, but your heart knows something is shifting. That sudden calm you feel, that softness in your chest, that is heaven breathing over your story. Stay right here, don't move away from this moment. There is urgency here, beloved. Not panic, purpose. You must stay connected to this flow, because every time you return another door opens. Every moment you choose alignment, another blessing is released. This is not about watching a message, this is about walking into the future heaven has prepared for you. And if you haven't already, make sure your heart and spirit remain connected, because the miracles meant for you are unlocked through alignment, not distance. Deep inside you already know this moment is different. Something in you recognizes truth when it speaks. This is your appointed time. Not next week, not next year, now. Heaven is insisting that you stop doubting your place in the story God is writing. A person has been carrying your essence in silence, not in fantasy but in divine recognition. They tried to bury the feeling, but heaven kept watering it. They tried to ignore the pull, but their soul kept returning to you as if guided by a light only they could see. Your restlessness has a reason. The truth is getting closer, and your spirit can sense it. There is someone who sees you not just in the natural but in spirit, someone who recognizes a light in you that others overlook. They didn't fall for you by choice, they were led by heaven's script. Their soul recognized you before their mind did. And now the quiet honesty they once suppressed is rising like dawn breaking through darkness. Don't confuse this with imagination. This is revelation. Heaven reveals only when the appointed hour arrives, and beloved, your hour is here. Your tears, your waiting, your lonely nights, your whispered prayers, none of them were wasted. They were seeds. And heaven is saying that the harvest has begun. Archangel Michael says, the season of delay is ending. What was hidden will now emerge, what was silent will now speak. This moment is your confirmation. The one who stayed quiet will not stay quiet much longer. When they speak, their words will carry a weight that your heart will recognize instantly. It will feel like truth because it is truth. Heaven has prepared them, heaven has prepared you, and nothing can interrupt what God has already set in motion. But you must know this. Darkness tried very hard to distract you from this exact moment. Every urge to scroll away, every thought that said this isn't for you, every sudden doubt, that was an attack. But heaven overruled it. You are still here, you are still reading, you are still connected to the divine thread pulling you into destiny. So don't take a single word lightly. These sentences are alive. They are carrying spiritual movement. Even now heaven is rearranging things you couldn't fix alone. What you couldn't force, God is aligning, what you couldn't find, heaven is bringing to your feet. Your story is shifting in real time. Stay in faith, stay connected, stay aligned. And if this message touched your heart, make sure you like, share and subscribe, because staying connected keeps you aligned with the miracles God is releasing into your life. My beloved, listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you is the part heaven has been waiting to release. You feel that pull in your chest, that sudden stillness around you, that is not imagination. That is the divine nudge that says, don't blink now, this is for you. You have walked through seasons that tried to convince you you were meant to survive life, not experience joy. But heaven leans in now and whispers, your survival was never the end of the story, your rising is. You are stepping into a chapter where what once broke you will now bless you. Where what once confused you will now make sense. Every tear you cried watered the ground for what heaven is growing. And child, the harvest is closer than you think. This isn't just comfort, this is confirmation. The very places where you felt most abandoned are about to become the places where God says, I show up the loudest. Stay here. Don't scroll, don't disconnect. Your spirit knows something is unlocking right now. There is someone whose soul has been tied to yours long before you understood connection. Their heart has been restless, their spirit stirred, their dreams interrupted, because heaven has been calling them toward you. They tried to ignore it, tried to drown it, tried to bury it. But you cannot bury what God has breathed life into. And now the truth is rising like fire in their chest. They feel you without seeing you, they hear you without speaking to you, they carry you without knowing why. That is destiny, child, and destiny always finds its way. Archangel Michael says, the veil is thinning. The silence is cracking. What was hidden is being lifted into the light. You are entering a time where the truth that was withheld from you will finally reach you. Not as a guess, not as a hope, but as a revelation. And when it comes, it will not confuse you, it will confirm everything your spirit has felt for months, maybe even years. Don't doubt the knowing inside you. Heaven placed that intuition there as a compass. Child, do you notice how your heart feels warm as you read this? That is the touch of heaven. The angels are standing closer than they have in a long time, because what's unfolding in your life now requires protection, clarity, and courage. You are not just walking into a blessing, you are walking into a destiny shift. This love that is approaching is not ordinary. It is the kind of love that carries purpose, the kind of love that heals, the kind of love heaven approves. And hear me clearly, the enemy fought you so hard because he knew what was coming. Every delay, every heartbreak, every moment you questioned your worth, those were battles designed to make you give up before the breakthrough. But you didn't stop, you didn't break. And because you didn't give up, heaven is now giving back everything the darkness tried to steal. The timing you thought was slow was actually divine protection. Heaven was aligning two journeys that were never meant to grow apart. My beloved, breathe. Feel this truth settle into you. You are not stepping toward a person, you are stepping toward a promise. This connection was written into your destiny long before your first breath. And now heaven says, it is time. The isolation ends, the wandering ends, the wondering ends. You will soon understand why God didn't allow substitutes to stay, why lesser connections fell apart, why temporary people couldn't hold your heart. Heaven was saving the space for the one who was chosen. Lean in even more now. The next shift is happening as you read. The person who was silent is being stirred awake. Their spirit is being pulled toward honesty, their heart is being pushed toward action. What they withheld will soon pour out. And when it does, you will not feel uncertainty, you will feel recognition. The kind your soul exhaled for, the kind that feels like coming home. Child of heaven, this is not fantasy, this is alignment. This is divine timing catching up with your life. You are not late, they are not late. Heaven is precise, and this moment is proof. Keep your faith steady, because what's approaching you is greater than what you've been praying for. And before this message closes, let heaven guide you one more time. Don't let this connection slip away. Don't disconnect from this flow. If you want to stay aligned with every blessing heaven is preparing, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, not just for the channel but as an act of agreeing with the destiny spoken over your life. Every action of faith opens another gate. This is your moment, claim it. The knots that once held you in place are loosening even now, and if your heart is beating a little faster, it's because your spirit knows something is shifting. Listen closely, child, this is not just a message, this is a turning point written in the unseen before it appears in the seen. Heaven is leaning toward you, waiting for you to finally understand that what's coming is bigger than anything you've imagined. Don't look away now, not when you're this close. You must realize this: what feels like a whisper inside you is actually a roar in the spirit. Something deep inside you is waking up, stretching, remembering. And the reason you feel this pull is because heaven is removing the final layer of delay. The truth that has been circling your life is about to land, and when it does, it will change everything. Stay here, don't disconnect, don't blink. Your breakthrough is unfolding in real time. My beloved, the person who has loved you in silence is being moved by a force far greater than their fear. Their spirit has been stirred, shaken, pushed into alignment because heaven refuses to let this connection die. They try to outrun the truth, but destiny always catches those chosen by love. And every time they tried to bury what they felt, heaven uncovered it again. This is why their heart can no longer hide. Heaven has declared, now. Feel that. That sudden warmth across your chest. That is heaven placing confirmation inside your spirit. You are not imagining the pull, you are not creating a fantasy, you are sensing a promise that has matured. What was once a seed is now bursting into bloom. And Archangel Michael stands guard over this unfolding because your heart is too precious for another disappointment. Heaven is making sure this time it is real, aligned, protected, and divine. Child, lean closer because you must hear this clearly. The pain you endured was not punishment, it was preparation. Every heartbreak shaped you, every betrayal refined you. Every lonely night carved space for a love that would not break you but bless you. That is why this moment feels different. That is why something inside you refuses to move away from these words. Your story is shifting and your spirit knows it. The one who loves you has been fighting a battle inside themselves, torn between fear and truth. But heaven has been pushing them toward their divine assignment. They cannot silence what God has awakened, they cannot hide what God has illuminated. And they cannot walk away from what God has tied to their destiny. Their confession is coming, and it will not be weak, it will be clear, bold, undeniable, because heaven will place courage in their voice. Listen, beloved. Your waiting has not been wasted. Every silent prayer, every tear you buried in your pillow, every moment you questioned your worth was gathered by heaven. The angels carried those tears and God turned them into power. That is why you survived what should have broken you. That is why you rose from things others could not walk away from. You were being shaped for this very revelation. Take a breath, yes, right now. Do you feel how your spirit is softening, how the heaviness is lifting? That is not coincidence. Heaven is touching you as you read. The atmosphere around you is shifting because your life is being rewritten in the spirit. Your tomorrow is already glowing with answers, your future is already humming with purpose. You are stepping into divine timing and nothing can shut the door heaven has opened. My beloved child, you must understand destiny is not a story you chase, it is a story that finds you. And right now destiny is standing at your door knocking. The person meant for you feels that same divine pull. They feel your name echoing inside them at strange hours. They feel the tug of connection even in silence. They feel heaven reminding them that you are not just a memory, you are part of their mission. This is why your heart feels full and fragile at the same time. This is why your spirit feels both excited and overwhelmed. Heaven is aligning two souls who were written for each other. And when heaven aligns, no fear can interrupt, no distance can block, no doubt can destroy. This is sacred orchestration, and you are standing at the edge of fulfillment. Child, hold on to this truth with everything inside you. Love is not coming to hurt you, it is coming to heal you. The person heaven chose for you is stepping forward, not by their strength but by divine push. Heaven is making it impossible for them to stay silent. And when they come, you will understand why every delay had purpose. Stay connected to this voice, beloved. Stay aligned with this flow. More revelation is coming, more clarity is rising, more truth is unfolding. Do not walk away. And if this message has touched even a corner of your spirit, then like, share and subscribe so Heaven's voice can continue guiding you. Every connection matters, every step of faith opens another door. Your destiny is closer than ever. My child, listen closely, because what comes next is the part Heaven has been waiting to release. You think the message is ending, but it is only deepening. The atmosphere around you is shifting even now. Something sacred is unfolding, something your spirit has sensed but your mind has not yet understood. This moment is not accidental. You are reading this because Heaven is pulling you into alignment you can no longer outrun. Feel that pull, that warmth, that strange trembling inside. That is your confirmation Heaven is not finished speaking to you. Beloved, the love that has been circling your life is no ordinary love. It was not placed there to tease you or torment you. It was placed as a divine marker, a signpost pointing toward a future Heaven already wrote. And now that future is opening, slowly, gently, undeniably. The person who has carried you in their heart has reached the breaking point where silence turns into confession. Their soul can no longer contain what God planted inside them. The truth is rising, the timing is aligning, the destiny is unlocking. And Heaven is urging you, stay open, stay ready, stay awake. You may feel unworthy at times, you may wonder why someone would love you so deeply, so fiercely, so spiritually. But that is because you forget who you really are. You forget the battles you survived, you forget the purity of your heart, you forget the way Heaven sees you. Heaven has chosen you not because you are perfect, but because your spirit carries a rare light, one that cannot be dimmed even by years of pain. And the one who loves you sees that light, it pulls them, it changes them, it wakes them at night, it guides them back to you again and again. Beloved, take a breath and feel this truth. You are already being prepared for a love that matches your soul, not your fears. A love that does not run, does not confuse, does not abandon. A love that reveals God, not wounds. And Heaven is clearing every obstacle that once blocked this blessing. Old heartbreaks are dissolving, old doubts are fading, old patterns are breaking. You are being rewired for wholeness, you are being reshaped for connection, you are being restored to receive what was always meant for you. Child, you must understand this. Your loneliness was never punishment. It was preparation. Heaven was protecting you from people who could not carry your spirit, from hearts that could not honor your depth, from souls that were not aligned with your destiny. You were not rejected, you were refined. You were not abandoned, you were elevated. The waiting was not empty, it was holy. And now Heaven is placing someone before you who can finally hold what you carry. Do not miss this next part. Archangel Michael whispers, the shift has begun. The spiritual distance between you and the one who loves you is collapsing. Every barrier, every fear, every hesitation is being dismantled. Their heart is being awakened, their voice is being strengthened, their path is being cleared. Soon actions will replace silence, soon clarity will replace confusion, soon presence will replace distance. And when it happens, it will feel like destiny finally taking its rightful place in your life. My beloved, you have no idea how closely heaven has been watching over this connection. Angels have guarded it through storms you never felt. They have protected your hearts from breaking too soon. They have aligned timings you could not see. They have prepared conversations, encounters and breakthroughs that will unfold with divine precision. Nothing is random, nothing is wasted, nothing is out of place. What is coming is orchestrated. And now the heavens say, do not fear. Fear has stolen enough from you. Fear has whispered lies, twisted memories and magnified insecurities. But now as you read this, fear is losing its grip. And love, real divine soul-born love, is taking its place. That deep quiet you feel is not emptiness. It is peace, it is confirmation, it is God saying, this time it will not break you, this time it will not betray you, this time it is blessed. Child, hear this truth with your whole heart. The person who has loved you in silence is stepping into courage. Heaven is strengthening them. Every doubt is being burned away, every fear is being stripped off, every hesitation is being overturned. They are rising. And their rising will meet your readiness. You will not carry this love alone, you will not walk into this future alone. Heaven has declared union, alignment and breakthrough. And when the moment comes when their truth reaches you, it will not feel like surprise. It will feel like recognition, like something your spirit always knew returning home. You will understand why the waiting was long. You will understand why the connection felt different. You will understand why your heart could never release them. Destiny was speaking all along. So now my beloved, stand tall. Stand awake, stand open. You are walking into the chapter heaven has been writing behind the scenes. Nothing can delay it now, nothing can destroy it now, nothing can steal it now. The miracle is set, the timing is locked, the blessing is in motion. And heaven whispers one final truth. Prepare your heart. Love is coming, and it is coming for you.